Okay, so the big question we're raising tonight, Baba Ramdev's anti-black money agitation. Is this an opposition-funded campaign now? Is Baba Ramdev the central point for all anti-Congress forces to come together? And join me tonight to answer that big question, Vinod Sharma, political editor, Hindustan Times; Ali Naqvi, well-known lawyer and someone who's been looking at Baba Ramdev's movement very closely. And from the BJP, we have Tarun Vijay also joining us today. Tarun Vijay, let me first come to you. What's the BJP game plan here? What's the NDA strategy? Please explain to me. Why is it that the BJP president decides to go to Ramlila Maidan today, decides to offer his support to Baba Ramdev? Is this all some well-crafted, well-calculated political strategy?
Not at all. There is no strategy and there is no game plan. This is a fight against the corruption, and the general perception at the ground level is here the people who are fighting against the corruption through several individuals, and Baba Ramdev is one such icon. And here is the government and those who are supporting the government by any which way, who are fighting those who are fighting corruption. So the fight is between India and Bharat, or the India is fighting the corrupt. And every single ruler in the country who had been corrupt, whether it was Hosni Mubarak or Gaddafi or Saddam, had always refused to read the writing on the wall. So are the Congress people. They have every right to say, okay, we don't see anything on the wall and people are just funded by NDA or funded by BJP, or there is a game plan.
No, but Mr. Vijay,
India,
sorry to interrupt you. Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Is this true? Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Is this true or not true that the BJP today is looking at political dividends from key political states, whether it's in Uttar Pradesh, whether it's in Bihar or it's in Uttarakhand? Is your calculation that Baba Ramdev's captive support base of his yogis can also be looked at as a captive vote base? Is that a correct interpretation or not?
Not at all. I am very sorry that the entire exercise has been brought to this kind of a level of a vote bank. This is not a question of vote bank, neither was the JP's movement. At that time also the Congress people were saying that this is funded by RSS and Jansangh, and this will go against the army, this will go against the Indian state, hence the emergency was claimed. So again the same language are being spoken because the BJP or NDA and every other party.
You know, I'm amazed. Tarunji, I'm amazed that you're comparing Baba Ramdev to JP. I'm amazed that you're comparing Baba Ramdev to Jayaprakash. You know, because
you should be amazed.
Because let me throw up some figures for you, sir. You know, these are papers that I'm holding right now.
I did not name Ramdev.
No.
I said that.
I'm just saying, sir.
Let me complete one sentence at least.
Yes.
Let me complete one sentence. There is a longing in the people to find an icon who can fight their battle against the corruption.
Is Baba Ramdev that icon? According to you, is Baba Ramdev that icon?
Can be. At the moment, he is emerging like an icon.
Okay.
So what's wrong in it? Anyone who fights the people's battle must be supported.
Okay. You know, Dr. Subramanian Swamy of the Janata Party also now joining us, and you were also, sir, one of the individuals from the NDA side who went and who shared the stage with Baba Ramdev. I just want to play a visual for you, and I just want to request my producers to put it up on full frame, because this is what I had seen on Thursday when I was there at Ramlila Maidan, where one of key aides of Baba Ramdev, Acharya Balakrishnan, that was the poster where Acharya Balakrishnan was shown next to the likes of Mahatma Gandhi, Chhatrapati Shivaji, Subhash Chandra Bose, all leading lights. And Dr. Swamy, I want your response on this one, you know, because after I started reporting on this, it took precisely half an hour for Baba Ramdev and his supporters to remove this. What does this show about the credibility of this entire agitation, sir?
It doesn't affect on the credibility at all. There are volunteers who put it up. I must tell you that Balakrishnan has a lot of support amongst the cadre because he's an organizer.
So you think that he can be an icon?
I didn't say
Baba Ramdev and Acharya Balakrishnan can be an icon in this battle against corruption?
In the eyes of his volunteers, he is an icon. It may not be in mine and yours, but the fact is that he's there. He's a great manager. He's in fact the soul of the Patanjali trust where the functioning takes place. He manages, he runs it from his office, and there's nothing serious against him. He's a Nepali who wants to be an Indian citizen. There are,
I mean, he's in jail in a fast-track passport scam.
Millions of Bangladeshis without passports, and you make a big issue of a Nepali of all the people.
Vinod Sharma, respond to the point being made here by Dr. Swamy here. Is this the reason why the government has decided not to have any negotiations, any talks whatsoever with Baba Ramdev and his associates?
This is something, what I'm going to tell you now is something which I don't hold from today.
Yeah.
I've consistently held this, that of course the borders between India and Nepal are open. Nepalese can come here, they can even join the Indian army.
Yeah.
But indeed, there have been a number of incidents where Nepalese have been involved in criminal offences in this country, murdering elderly couples, elderly people at their homes. I know Dr. Swamy is going to laugh at it.
No.
It's a contrarian viewpoint.
The point that
the point is that there has been no murmur or protest against that, for the simple reason that Nepal happens to be a Hindu majority country. Now, I think that national security cannot be judged on the parameter of religion. National security has to be judged on the parameter of who's causing what kind of threat to this country. So let us not discuss that.
Who's causing
Balakrishnan
here?
No, Balakrishnan, if Dr. Swamy is comfortable with the fact that Balakrishnan can be juxtaposition.
He's not a national security threat.
He can be juxtaposition with Sardar Patel, with Maulana Azad, with Chandrasekhar Azad, with Bhagat Singh. Then I can only say that there are some forces in this country who want to change history because they don't come across as...
No, I think we're digressing. We're digressing a bit. No, I don't think that's what Dr. Swamy was saying, but that is the point. But that's the point before you.
No, I'm said that he is...
Are you also unwilling? Are you also unwilling to totally commit yourself to this cause which has been flagged off by Baba Ramdev?
I am a member of the Janata Party, I am a member of the NDA, I am not a member of Patanjali Trust. But I have been with Baba Ramdev from the beginning because of our action committee against corruption in India.
Sir, let me again reframe that question.
Working together.
Can he be the icon? Can he be the main person around whom this entire battle against corruption be conceived?
He's a sadhu. He is respected as a yoga guru. He wears bhagwa kapda. This has been tradition in our Hindu tradition that we have sadhus who lead and they don't participate in power. That is Baba Ramdev, and he fits the historical role of Swami Ramdas in Shivaji, Vishwamitra in Ramayana, and the sadhus have played this role, and he's a sadhu with a tremendous support.
Dr. Swamy is a friend of mine, but at the same time, for Dr. Swamy, the Anazare team is a Maoist.
No, let me get a word from Ali Naqvi. Let me get a word from Ali Naqvi. Where do you stand on this debate? When Baba Ramdev stands up and says that I want the entire country to be behind me in this Congress Hatao, Desh Bachao agitation, do you think that he is that person around whom people can come together?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. In fact, to meet Mr. Swamy's point on the fact that Balakrishnan has the cadre support, etc., all political parties have cadre support, that means nothing. Yeah. The Congress has cadre support, the BJP has cadre support.
I didn't say anything. I said that they put it up and they brought it down.
Does not necessarily mean that it legitimizes any action.
I didn't say it legitimizes.
So that is the point of the matter. This whole movement is allegedly about legitimate action. It is about anti-corruption.
Assuming Rahul Gandhi would have, his portrait would have been put together with these people.
There would be huge ruckus.
No, but Vinod Sharma, I must also say this. What should be said about the government's own strategy also? Shouldn't the UPA government, is the Congress leadership today, sir, simply indulging in a game of ignoring? How far can you go by ignoring? I mean, these are people of the country, sir, who are coming up on the road.
I quite agree. Look, on day one, when I heard a detailed interview of Baba Ramdev, I always felt that compared to Anna Hazare, Baba Ramdev had a more pragmatic and practical approach. And he did not put the gun on the head of the government. He said that I want certain assurances, not with any deadlines, but broad assurances that the government intends to address the issues that I am raising. Now, in my personal view, I don't know what thinking went into the government in the government quarters, but in my personal view, I think that a statement in Parliament today, without even perhaps alluding to Ramdev, had a certain broad statement been made by the Prime Minister on the issues that he has raised, which are legitimate issues.
Right.
No doubt about that. Right. I think this issue could have been diffused.
But I'm hearing Vinod Sharma, that it's stuff like this. It's papers like these which we continue to get from the government. I mean, this is another notice of income tax which has been served against Baba Ramdev. And once again, it makes this point that he has evaded these taxes. Is this the point why, Vinod Sharma, the government is unwilling to negotiate with Baba Ramdev? Because the word that we are getting is that, Baba Ramdev is a very contentious figure. how can we be seen to be negotiating with him? But that's against the spirit of democracy. Why shouldn't someone from the government be willing to talk to Baba Ramdev?
I don't know.
They're willing to talk to Pakistan.
Dr. Swamy?
Of course, it's ridiculous. This income tax notice is rubbish. I have got an income tax notice for Janata Party, and ultimately income tax department had to pay me the money because I went to court.
So all this
is pathetic.
Of course,
this is all
income tax.
This is all
Income
slander.
tax is not conclusive.
Of course,
I
of
want
course.
to see it in action.
Of course.
Just because
So
some
when
income tax department at the behest
when
of the
Mr.
finance
Subramanian
minister
Swamy uses the judicial system himself, then it's all fine. Then the system is working perfectly. But when Balakrishnan is in jail and he's
what
not
is
getting
he in
bail,
jail for? He's not prosecuted.
well, but then it's a problem. Then the same system is not working effectively. Then the same system.
Come on now.
Well,
I can tell you how many ministers have got charges against them.
Yes. So exactly, that's exactly the point. Then you don't to use the same system.
Of course I do.
And today, when the same system is being used against him,
for Balakrishnan, you brought him in and
the
trying to
point of the matter
divert
is
the fundamentals of the
Just hold on for a second.
Of course I am defending it.
Just hold on for a second, gentlemen. May I request you to just hold on? May I just request you to hold on for a moment? Just hold on for a moment. I want to go to Tarun Vijay. Tarun Vijay, what is? Hold on, gentlemen. Dr. Swamy, please just hold on. Just hold on for a second. Tarun Vijay, come into the debate. A very heated debate taking place here in our studios, Tarun Vijay. What do you think? How can
no anyone else?
Yeah, but the limited point I was raising was: is the BJP comfortable? Is the BJP comfortable, sir? Is the BJP comfortable, sir, supporting Baba Ramdev, who does seem to have a contentious past? Well, he does have a following also on the ground, but the controversies and those contentions also exist. Are you, as a responsible national party, willing to go all out and support Baba Ramdev in this crusade?
We are very responsible, and we are supporting a very responsible leader of the agitation of the people. It's not a political party's agitation, and I must tell you that the government can use every single dirty trick stored in its state apparatus, its thinking rooms, no matter. But at the end of the day, they are refusing to see the writing on the wall. They can send Baba Ramdev to gallows, but they cannot rub off the destiny people are writing for Congress and UPA.
Okay.
The UPA has become as much as ugly and a stinking symbol of looters and corrupt people as were the British during freedom movement.
Okay.
And they were also mocking at them.
Okay, final comments from all of you. Final comments from all of you. Starting first with you, Dr. Swamy. This entire debate seems to be very clearly polarized between two sides. There is one section which believes Baba Ramdev is not the right guy. There is one section, such as the BJP, which would be looking at electoral dividends. Maybe the RSS, which believes that Baba Ramdev can be propped up with the support base.
We are all political parties. We are bound to look at political dividends. Now, we are not sannyasis.
Yeah.
Baba Ramdev, he has come with an issue. He first, for 3 days, he asked the Congress to cooperate with him. Congress did nothing. Maybe they should have listened to Vinod Sharma and done something in Parliament.
Vinod Sharma has the government
now they
strategy,
want a
right or wrong?
confrontation.
Quickly.
They are in trouble.
Right or wrong? What has the government done,
May I
sir?
tell you one thing?
Yeah.
You see, Dr. Swamy himself has set an example. Without collecting crowds, he was able to nail the government on many issues. My question to Swamy Ramdev and also to Anna Hazare and especially to Prashant Bhushan and others who are raising issues against 15 ministers is, why aren't they following the route shown by Dr. Swamy?
Okay.
No, Dr. Swamy is not smiling indulgently. He knows.
Ali
knows that
do you see a larger political dimension here to this entire Baba Ramdev agitation? Is he, like Anna Hazare and Associates, who have now decided to launch a political party? Maybe he doesn't want to launch a political party, but he quite clearly seems to have his political agenda.
See, I have a problem with the issue seems to be black money, and the focus is only on black money abroad.
Right.
Now, as a lawyer, I can tell you, let him put 10 people at all the sub-registries. Every day within India, there's so much black money in every land transaction that no one is interested in. Only those 5,000, 10,000 people, I'm sure they have Swiss bank accounts. That is the unique focus, but not the money which is floating within India probably.
Yes, precisely.
And there's so much of it probably in every transaction.
So bottom line is this,
they're not interested in because it does not do anything with the government, because that is regular people.
That's
because
the
it's
whole
an
point. That's the whole point. That maybe Baba Ramdev is also looking at issues where he believes that he can generate greater heat, greater crowds, as we are seeing in our own studios. But gentlemen, I've run out of time. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us tonight.
It doesn't choose to look at
bottom line is this, that Baba Ramdev is not going to be calling off his fast tonight. He will be there at Ambedkar Stadium, and tomorrow morning Well, for all we know, we may have all our esteemed panelists again with us sometime in the afternoon. Thanks to all of you.